So it's been a while, longer than I meant for it to be, but in my defense, I got married. That was a little bit distracting, all the chaos and everything leading up to that. It's now been slightly over 6 months that I've been on T. Definitely some noticeable changes. Um, Facial hair is maybe a little more than the last time I made a video, but not hugely. Um, I made a little bit of a mistake. I did not pay attention to online messages from my endo, and he actually wanted to raise my dose, and I didn't notice until a month or two had passed. So probably I'd be seeing more changes if I had kept up with that. So I'm now on zero point 0.5 ml once a week. So that's I'm probably going to be seeing more changes in the next months because that dosage has changed. So yeah, I had a wedding. It went off really well, better than we could have hoped for. Uh, I think some of the relatives may not have been in the loop on me being trans, but we got married as husband and wife. It says husband and wife on the marriage certificate, and everybody that was there told us how happy they were for us. Um, Really, the only person that seemed to be struggling with it was my own mother, but that was not a surprise. That was something we knew going into it. But we did have some relatives on my wife's side that did not attend, and citing religious reasons or moral grounds. It was surprising and bewildering to us because there were some older relatives that are traditionally very conservative that showed up and hugged us and told us, "Oh, what a beautiful couple you make." No comments, no confusion. They were very supportive. And then aunts and uncles that have been very supportive and friendly towards us that didn't come and cited, moral grounds or religious grounds, which makes no sense to me because they've been supportive of us as a couple all along the way. They just couldn't handle the marriage part. And it doesn't make sense to me that things are such that you can say you love and support somebody, but your religion forbids you making a public showing of it, which is what I get out of their stance here. That doesn't make sense to me. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Probably there's something I'm missing. But it's a strange world that we live in, that you can say that you love and support somebody, but you can't show it. That doesn't seem honest. Um, not just to the people that you're showing support to, but not publicly, but to yourselves. I mean, go one way or the other, because hemming and hawing in the middle and being supportive and being friendly and being loving, but then, oh, but I can't make this little public show of it. That's not a stance. That's not a position. That's waffling. At least to my perspective. Um, Obviously, today is a notable day and an anniversary. I didn't mean to make this on a sad anniversary. This is 1 year from the Orlando Pulse nightclub shooting, and it's sad that that kind of thing exists in the world. I am not a religious person myself, but I feel that my wife and I have been very blessed Um, the wedding was amazing. We're still kind of riding that, and how supportive family was, and how normal it was. I wore a tux and she wore a dress, and we were husband and wife, and nobody there had any problem with it. Um, it was honestly, the reception was the best party we've ever had, and we're not party people, so that's saying something. Um, so yeah, I don't have my thoughts together very well today, so I'm gonna keep this one short. But that's partly I've actually been sick the past couple days, so that threw off my schedule some too. But I think I will include some wedding photos. I don't know if it's thanks to the tea or if the clothes make the man, but I felt like at the wedding I looked at these photos of myself and it just looked like some guy, a very average looking guy. I'm not, I'm not Hollywood handsome and never will be. I don't have strong masculine features, um, and frankly, neither does my dad. He looks kind of like Santa Claus, so I may be doomed to that. But when when I first heard about transgender people, and it was a trans man that I first really, heard about in loosely in my social circle. It was somebody online, so I didn't know them in person, and I just kind of thought, I'm not sure how that works, and the idea did intrigue me, but I didn't explore it too far, and I thought, maybe if you have the right features, if you have the right body, then you could dress right and pull it off and present as the gender that you want to be. And I looked in the mirror and I do not see typically masculine features. I mean, I've got kind of a rounded nose. I have no jawline to speak of. Um, I have not deep set eyes. I, as a woman, I look all right. You know, as masculine features, I was like, it's not there. But we went on our honeymoon, and I'm on T, but I haven't. My face isn't that different from what it was before I started this journey. And I went into all men's restrooms on the honeymoon. I'm getting a good 60 to 70% sirs rather than ma'am in public these days. And most of the time, I'm actually not wearing a binder. I wear it as little as possible. With the right sports bra and the right kind of shirts and stuff, it doesn't seem to matter as much as you would think it would. Um, so, so for any trans guys out there that are despairing that they don't have classically masculine features, you don't have to. That's not that's not a requirement. There was a time I thought it was, and you know, wear the clothes, walk the walk, talk the talk, and people will start to see you as who you are. Um, so yeah, I feel like I'm a reasonable example for an everyman kind of physique and face. You can still be a trans man with that. You don't have to look like some Hollywood actor. That's not a prerequisite. And I'm only saying that because there was a time that I kind of thought that was. Um, Maybe that's somewhat of a feminine perspective that you have to go more than 100% to do things over the line, over the top, to be taken seriously. Um, and trans people struggle with that just the same as women do, just in a different aspect. Anyways, I'm reasonably happy with where I am these days. I'm looking forward to the future, to the changes that will continue to come. I do see some subtle changes in my face. Facial hair makes a difference. Yeah, it doesn't show up real well on the camera yet, but it's there. The acne's there too. That's fun. But my voice, I'm getting a lot of "sir" on the phone these days, even at work. People at work, clients that know me, tend to see me as female still, just because they've got that pre-existing bias. But clients that don't know me, I'm getting a lot of "sir." Vendors, anybody on the phone who doesn't actually know me, I get a lot of "sir." I can definitely tell there's changes in my voice happening. Um, don't know where exactly my voice is going to end up. I'm still thinking probably baritone. Just I never had the bottom end of the range, and that's coming in. The squeaking is still a thing. I haven't been exploring it much lately, but I've noticed when I laugh sometimes I squeak. So that's that's a little embarrassing. But then I go out in public and I see young guys who their voices crack and squeak too. So I know I'm not alone in that. A little shaky on the singing. Haven't been singing lately again. I've been really distracted and busy for the past 2 months, honestly. Um, but I'll give it a try. We we used this as our primary song in our wedding, and for the first dance, and it feels appropriate for the day as well. Um, so yeah, without further ado, give singing a try, and then close out this video. Why are there so many songs about rainbows, and what's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions, and rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Who said that every wish would be heard and answered when wished on the morning star? Somebody thought of that, and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do we think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. All of us under its spell. We know that it's probably magic. Have you been half asleep? And have you heard voices? I've heard them calling my name. Is this the sweet sound that calls the young sailors? The voice might be one and the same. I've heard it too many times to ignore it. It's something that I'm supposed to be. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Da 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 dee da da dum. Da 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 da. Sorry, my voice cracked a little on the top there. I've been a Jim Henson fan since I can remember. He meant a lot to me, and my girlfriend wife actually picked the song to be for the wedding, but she knew it had a significance to me. I've felt some kind of calling ever since I can remember, and I'm still trying to follow it. It's not always easy, but whatever you're calling in your life, follow it, because that's what makes life worth living. Even if it's a struggle, you should follow that call. And you might be surprised where you end up, but wherever you end up, it'll be a better place than where you started, as long as you stay true to yourself and follow the guiding call of your life. That's all I have to say this week. I'll try and be more regular with the videos after this, now that things have settled down again. And we'll see where things take us. Stay safe and stay true to yourselves. Till next time.